So, I'm in the memory card management mode for the N64. If you don't know how to do that, you turn on the power button as you're holding the start button on the N64 controller. But this game runs faster with a memory card and use of auto-saving. Basically, if you ever played, for example, Mega Man X, and you know how Mega Man X, every time you complete a level, gives a little code to say, hey, you know, save your instead of saving your progress, come back here. This game does the same thing, except that screen is unskippable. You just have to let it play out for about 10 seconds. So by putting the memory card in, we never see that screen, and it saves us well over a minute just by having a memory card in. So also, you notice me putting my difficulty up to full. That's faster because this game, the computers will, I'll start to overlap the other racers as I race against them. Overlapping is bad. It slows the game down, causes lag, and also means I can't get as many power-ups, and power-ups make me go faster. So the more often I overlap is bad. So by increasing difficulty, increases the rubber banding, I don't overlap other racers near as often, and it saves time. Okay, so the run will start in
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, and we're off. So I got my first power-up, the orange piston. Oh, crud. Ah, come on, that was a 360. You should have given me a turbo for that. Stupid game. Okay, so this is a really slow first lap, but don't really have too much control over it. I have to go through that shortcut to save time, and you get turned around backwards. It just happens. I was still under 56 seconds, at least. Hopefully you'll start seeing 53, 80 something laps. Come on, man. There we go. Perfecto! It was only a 540, but because I got the turbo from the 360 spin earlier, I can deal with that. So turbo planning and turbo management is, oh, there we go, that was a very good lap. Extremely important in this run, extremely important. Because you lose speed every time you land off of a ramp, you lose speed every time you turn, lose speed every time you're going uphill. However, turbos in this game take you back up to your top speed immediately. And because of that, it's faster. So I turbo at any time I'm losing speed, so I go back up to my top speed immediately, and I don't lose near as much time. So I can't just turbo blindly, I turbo at the right time. So 53.81, good lap. I'm also using the fastest four-wheel drive car available to me at the start of the game. This course has several four-wheel drive shortcuts. For example, the shortcut I'm on right now is only available to four-wheel drive vehicles. So even though there are faster cars out there that have a higher top speed than this one, I'm using the four-wheel drive because I can go over more shortcuts, which is faster. That was a bad lap because of the goofed up turn. But I was still under 55, so I'm not going to call it a complete horrible lap. Also, the power-ups aren't actually where they are, where you think they are. The power-ups hitboxes continues on their left side farther than they actually are, while if you drive through the right side of a power-up, you can actually drive clean through the power-up and never get it. Because the hitboxes of power-ups is slightly off. We're also running the N64 version. We have less load times, and less races to go through. So the N64 version of this game is the fastest version. Woo! Final lap. This is a good race. This is a really good race. Also, every time I go off a ramp, if I fail that ramp, I'll lose at least a second. I go off ramps 259 times during this run. It's all part of the game, though. I mean, you just have to deal with it. But this run is... If you don't like having to constantly concentrate and never have any downtime, I mean, I'm going off a ramp on average every 8.9 seconds. I've actually calculated this out before. So... 526. Not that bad. Not that bad. Doing my best Bill Nye impersonation. Okay. Hardest race right here. This is mind-blowingly difficult. And that was the second race. I went through the menu really quick, so you might not have saw what happened, but I chose an option that allowed me to abort race, which made me just get a score of last place for that race. 2 and 3. Okay. The reason that works is that this first tournament operates on a points system, you know, obviously. Second place in the tournament will always get between 42 and 48 points, which means that if I get 48 points, I am guaranteed a win every time. I also turn off my HUD there to reduce lag and save real time. I can get first place 4 times and last place twice and get exactly 48 points and win every time. By the way, the vehicle I'm using is a 2-wheel drive that has a higher top speed than the Red Baron, but this course does not have any 4-wheel drive shortcuts, so therefore I use a car that's just 2-wheel drive. Okay. 1, 2, 3. If you haven't noticed, I do a lot of stunts. And sometimes, just to get them correct, it's helpful to count them down. Speaking of cars, I just got a hidden car. I get it on the 3rd lap because I'm far enough ahead at this point that if I used to get the car on the 1st lap, but then every now and then I would be passed by other racers, and because of that, not be able to get as many power-ups. So I get it on the 3rd lap now, and saves me a little headache. Okay, I don't like this, I don't like this. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was close, that was very close. Those rolling stones kill you immediately, so I have to completely readjust my aim based on what the stones are doing to. Oh, no. Ooh, that was... Oh, man, that could have turned out a whole lot worse. But now I won't have any turbos through this set of turns. But I could have exploded, which would have wasted a whole lot more time. 1, 2, and 3. No, game, I won't have mercy. I am merciless. I am Cosmic the Dolphin. I am merciless. Oh, come on. Not really. I'm a big, fluffy teddy bear with a mustache. I'd never hurt a fly. Final lap! Oh man. Overlapping other racers. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Crud, I sound like Nathan Drake in Uncharted. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Funniest video ever. Is it Uncharted? I don't actually own any non-Nintendo consoles. No, I still have my Sega Genesis. I love my Genesis. Newest console I own at this point in time is a Wii. Okay, so yeah, hey, 345 race, that's really good. So now I have the Rockbuster. And on to the 4th race of this tournament, since we skipped the 2nd one. Difficult track.
3, 2, 1,
but we'll be good.
go!
1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Oh, okay! What in tarnation were you trying to do to me? Snake! The car just passed the snake, by the way. So anytime I see him, I yell, Snake! But crud, man alive. So... 4th place. How am I in 4th? I mean, I couldn't have lost that much time. Well, that was way too fast, and that was Speed Blaster, but hey, I'm back in 1st. So, as I said, single ramp, losing a lot of time, I lost 6.5 seconds due to failing on that one ramp. 259 ramps, guys. 1, 2, 3. That's better. Oh man, okay, so the other path is quicker, but I keep getting hit by cars as I'm turning into it. And they hit me, and I can't go into the correct pathway. And the power-ups are gone. It's because the other guy way too fast. I hate you. But I'm in front of you again. This is a really bad race right now. I lost about 4 seconds that time. One, 2, and 3. Oh, come on. Okay, well, hey, at least I got on the faster path this time. And he goofed me up. Jeez Louise. I've never had so many problems on this track. I honestly never have. I should be getting, if everything was going correctly, I should be getting like a 49.80 every time. I don't know why I just spun. One, 2, and 3. That's what's supposed to happen. That's how it's supposed to go. Finally. This is more like it. That's not though. Well, golly. But it's not like I can do anything about it. It's already in the past. I mean, I should just chill out. Ubisant. Ubisant. Whatever happens, happens. Que sera, sera. 49th. Now that is an awesome lap. 49th. That is awesome. That is an awesome lap. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Ah, no, no, no. Bonus points. Actually, love this game soundtrack. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Makes it easier. Oh man, 49:31. Wow. Okay. The past 2 laps have been amazing. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I know I am. Because I'm Cosmic the Dolphin. What in the world? Okay. I'm a little hyper at the moment. I haven't even had coffee. But final lap. Hype! Hype! Final turbo. Hype! Final ramp. Okay, 5:11. I shoot from under 5, which is very rare, but you know. Okay, so this is the glitchiest, most broken race in this run. The other races have been just careful planning. This race is just broken. And you'll see your first break of reality right about now. Okay, so what I just did was a reset warp, or a death warp, and I shaved off about 7 seconds. Make it. Thank you! Woo, that was close. You'll see another checkpoint manipulation right about now. Okay, so instead of doing the entire loop, I just hit the wall, turn around, and then go past the checkpoint that way, and I save some time there. By the way, this is another track where we have overlapping problems no matter what the difficulty is. Just because I'm doing tricks that reset warp. The other computers can't account for that much time saved, even with rubber banding. So, because of that, I overlap, starting on usually lap 4 or 5, which can cause massive problems, actually. Hopefully you won't see that. Just crack my neck. Yeah.
Rippin' and rippin'.
So anyway, because I overlap other racers in that little loop section I just went through, I can hit other racers head-on. Which obviously wastes a ton of time, because then my car explodes, and I have to start the lap over from the beginning. So hopefully that does not happen. But if it does, well, what can you do about it? Nothing. It just happens. You know, deal with it. Oh, wow. Okay, that was weird. Hey, and I was starting to overlap people, but I didn't hit anyone head-on. So, hey, all said and done, not too shabby. even though I completely goofed up the turbo and hit the lip back there, which wasted some time, obviously. But, you know, so far I haven't hit anyone head-on, so this is good. I can deal with this. Oh, man. Took some long one. 2 and 3. Oh. Don't hit anyone. Don't hit anyone. Don't hit anyone. Still haven't hit anyone. This is doing good. Last time I ran this yesterday, I hit people head-on 4 times and exploded every time. No, actually it was 5 times. I hit people 3 times in a row on lap 5 and twice on lap 6. So that's a guy that's overlapping me, so he's going much faster than possible because the game's trying to compensate for what on earth are you doing? You're not supposed to be passing people like that. Oh my goodness, I had a hitless race. That is great. That is awesome. What? Okay. Never mind. Thing of beauty that race was. It really was. That was amazing. That was an amazing race. Nearly a minute ahead of second place. That was a great race. So here we come up to the second abort race skip of the game. And I won the first tournament. Well, first cup. The Hot Wheels Cup. Now there's just 2 cups left. And now we're starting the Secret Car Cup. There's only 2 races in Secret Car Cup. We're over halfway through.
2, 1, go!
Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Completely missed the pole. I was trying to do a trick off there to get me to do a 720 instead of the normal slow thing, but I goofed it up. Got that on accident.
Ripping and ripping.
Sometimes you've probably noticed that I start doing a backflip, but then I stop doing backflips and start doing turns in air. By doing that on some very long ramps, I actually get more turbos. But it only works on particular laps. Doing one backflip and one spin gets me 4 turbos, which is the same amount of turbos I get from either 3 front flips or 3 back flips. And 3 front flips or 3 back flips is safe for most places that you can do 1 back flip and 1 turn. You can also do 3 back flips. So there's only a few places in the game where it's to your advantage to do the red tomato trick. But those few places, we do that. Like I said, this game required a lot of routing, and I did pretty much all the routing myself, so I not only had to route out, you know, which vehicle to use on every track, but what stunt is the best for every track that gets me the most turbos without wasting time. Oh, wow. Woohoo! That was close. Sounded like a little girl, I'm sure. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I knew it. I'm so bad. I'm wearing my nice white shirt and dress pants. Black socks. I'm so bad. Okay, well, I just got a single backflip off. Count it. You can hit the ceiling and goose you up a little bit, which I did just there. So this game's collision detection is kind of bizarre, and it causes you to spin. So I actually use that to my advantage over that ramp, and purposely hit, okay, the signpost there, and use the extra spin it gives me due to the wonky collision effects to do a 720 instead of a 360. So I get one extra turbo from that, and it's very hard to do correctly. And it really honestly doesn't actually, it saves maybe a tenth of a second. But it looks good, you know, so always go for it, you know, because it looks cool. That was about. No hands! Not really. One hand. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Almost to the end. Booyah. Okay. Decent time. That was a decent time. Just 2 more races. It's actually a very scary track because where I was having to dodge hitting people head on, that can happen there too. But it never happened, so I'm doing pretty good. By the way, this car, the Rockbuster, not only has a top speed of 173, it's also what in the world? Okay, so turbo planning, really important here on this first lap. Especially since I missed the blue ball power-up somehow and drove through it. So I wasn't able to do a red tomato off the first ramp, which which meant I got 2 less turbos than I was supposed to get through there. So I had to compensate a little bit. Hey, that wasn't nice. I don't like you. You don't play nice. But all in all, it wasn't a bad lap. There we go. Well, you usually saw me use a bunch of turbos on any loop. We have 2 loops this time. And I need to save turbos for this massive turn. This turn loses me more speed than the loops do, so I try to use 4 turbos on that turn. So, turbo planning. Not only just get turbos, you have to plan out when you use them. So, again, something else I had to route out. But using 4 turbos on that turn saves more time then using a bunch of turbos on the either loop. So. Just have to deal with it, I guess. Right. I like that. Yeah. Oh, hey. I did not like that. Thank you very much. All in all, I'm not doing bad, though. I mean, I've had a few mistakes, but this isn't a horrible race. And I've had some very good races so far this run. This is really shaping up to be a pretty nice run. There's only one race left after this, so, you know, I like that. Using the wonky collision detection to my advantage again. And again, turbo planning and turbo routing. Notice I used a different amount of turbos through that section. So I'd still have 4 turbos through the skid pads. That's how it's supposed to work. Of course it works right on the final lap. That hill actually has a lot of irregularities to it, and you can just kind of bounce random directions once you go off of it, so sometimes it gets sent the wrong direction. That was close. Okay, 549. Not bad. So, how I said earlier, Rockbuster was the 3rd best car of the game. We just unlocked the 1st and 2nd best car of the game. So now I am in the final race of the game using the best car in the game. Okay. Okay, make it. Yes, thank you. This. So, the Twin Mill 1 and 2 have the best top speed in the game. They have full top speed. They have decent stunt, and they have full durability, and oh wow, and full control. So they're very good, overwhelmingly good cars. But they're in this run, you unlock them by winning the Secret Car Cup. So the only race that they're actually available for is the very last race of the game for the Twin Mill Challenge. There's a lot of areas in this game that are annoyingly dark. And light's coming in on my TV and it's not helping. So I can barely see that whole section. Better win this race. The only bad race of the run so far, really. Shame to do so well throughout the whole thing and then lose the final race. I was doing better with the Rockbuster, even though this is a much better car than the Rockbuster. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. And that's how that's supposed to work. Back on track. So even though they've got perfect top speed, you can see how much time it saves being able to turbo on those loops, because I was able to pass him on the loop because I was turboing him. So like I said, correct turbo planning makes a big difference in this game. That's always nice. Almost done with this run. 2 more laps. Less than 2 minutes. Well, I still made it. Power is kind of pointless at the moment. It does increase my acceleration, but this car has a top speed of 180. The orange piston power-up puts you top speed at 180. So with the Twin Mill 1 and 2, the orange piston power-up does absolutely nothing, except increase your acceleration, which usually, instead of accelerating, I hit the turbo to go back up to my top speed and automatically. The only reason I've been grabbing it the other time is it just happens to be in the correct line to take that turn correctly, so. But, end of run coming up here. That's it. We've won the game. Won the entire game. Captain Falcon has mad skills. You're right. And so there were 2 hidden cars in every course we went through. We obviously only picked up the one that was good. So here are all the cars we skipped over. Because after we win the final challenge, the game is like, well, hey, you've won everything, so I'm going to give you all these unlocked cars that you skipped. But yep, that's Hot Wheels Turbo Racing Speedrun. Thank you.